All right, I'm just waiting for, looks like almost everybody's here. All right, keep working on the climate change. That's actually going to come up. I've moved it to the first assignment in the next 9 weeks. That's just to avoid having to have a missing grade for some folks right now. Um, and we'll treat that like that. So you will not see that on your, as part of this report card grade, because I moved it. I made it due on Monday. So that's when it's due now. It's due on Monday. Monday the 16th. All right. All right, Alicia, you didn't answer me yesterday. Things gonna stay the way they are? All right, it says, all right, it says NASA's rule, upper right hand. So only in the upper right hand, click evidence. All right, so in X. I'm having a little trouble finding that one myself. It says in the upper right hand corner. Started there. You in facts, click. And it says causes. The causes. All right, I have causes, I have evidence. We were trying to find, it says click NASA's role on the upper right, and then Earth Systems tab. And I am with you on that one. I'm not exactly, uh-oh, I lost my NASA. All right, I'm just waiting for everybody to come in actually. Oh, I keep closing it. All right, I think I got everybody this morning. All right, so I am going to show a brief video, and then I'm going to let you finish working on climate change. I'm going to tweak any last minute assignments um, that are in, and then I'm posting the grade as is. So again, posting today. So if you don't want me to post what I got, okay, hold on, let me share. All right, this is not the kindergarten Bill Nye. This is grown-up Bill Nye. He's not going to sing the song.
We hear it so much that it feels like a buzzword, but it is far from it. Climate change is a real and serious issue. But isn't the climate always changing? What exactly is climate change, and why should we care? Well, the Earth's climate has changed throughout history. Most of these slight changes are caused by small variations in the Earth's orbit.
Yes,
But climate change as we know it today is characterized by an abrupt increase in the Earth's temperature. It is estimated to have gotten 1.2 to 1.4 degrees Fahrenheit warmer in just the last century. 10 out of the last 13 years were the warmest on record. 97% of climate scientists agree that this new tendency is not caused by the variations of the Earth's orbit, but rather very likely caused by human activities. That means you and me. And since the Industrial Revolution, we have come a long way. Humans built airplanes, faster cars, developed remarkable technology, and learned how the natural resources around us can be used for our benefit. Although this has led to many wonderful inventions and advancements, like the device you're using to watch this video, or the ability to take a plane halfway around the world, it also means we've increased our consumption of natural resources and in turn released a lot of greenhouse gases into the atmosphere. Now, greenhouse gases occur naturally, but in excess can be dangerous to our planet. Modern human activities have increased the release of non-naturally occurring greenhouse gases because we have stepped up our demand for burning fossil fuels. The composition of greenhouse gases traps heat radiated from the sun. The more heat they trap, the warmer our planet gets. And as our planet gets warmer, we begin to feel the effects. One of climate change's biggest victims is our oceans. Oceans regulate the Earth's temperature and provide 50% of the Earth's oxygen. Now, climate change has increased the global temperature of the oceans by more than 0.3 degrees Fahrenheit since 1969. Although a warmer ocean might seem inviting to a beachgoer, it actually has devastating consequences for supporting life at sea. One of those consequences is ocean acidification, a direct effect of increased dissolved CO2. Since the late 18th century, ocean surface acidification has increased by 30%. A higher acid content means calcifying species, like oysters and clams and shallow water corals, are at risk, putting the entire ocean food web at risk. This is bad news for the 1 billion people relying on the ocean as its primary source of protein. Climate change has also caused the sea level to rise. Just in the last century, sea levels have risen 6.7 inches, but the rate in the last decade has nearly doubled. Sea levels have risen because as the ocean gets warmer, it swells. On top of that, glaciers and ice sheets are melting. Antarctica lost 36 cubic miles of ice between 2002 and 2005, and since 1994, each year on average, the Earth has lost 400 billion tons from its glaciers. That's like an ice cube 7.5 kilometers on a side, 4 miles on a side, melting and flowing into the sea. When all that ice melts, it fills up our oceans, and just like filling up a bathtub, the shores can't hold all that water, and coastal regions get flooded. Troubling signs of climate change are increased extreme weather events. Natural disasters like floods, tornadoes, and deadly heat waves are more obvious to humans because of their immediate impact and their sharing of the images in the media. Climate change, as we know it today, is change in our Earth's overall temperature with massive and permanent ramifications. Although its consequences can be planet-threatening, scientists still believe there are things we can do on a personal level to help. Recycle and reuse things. Walk or use public transportation to get to work. Turn off your electronics when you're not using them. Eat less meat. While you're at it, eat more locally grown vegetables and foods. And last but not least, spread your knowledge and concerns about climate change with others. When it comes to climate change, the main takeaway is that it's real. And although we are part of the cause, we can also be part of the solution.
Okay. All right, so like I said, that was short. So I do want you to finish working on your web quest. Today's the last day. We'll do that in class. If you have any questions as you go along, please ask. So it's in the... All right, I am going to put a question, an additional question. And I'm going to put it in discussion. And to see how many of you were paying attention to the video. Okay. But in the meantime, make sure that you're reading. If you finish the web quest, only 4 of you have. So I need everybody else to make sure that that gets done. Make sure you read this first section. But I'm going to put a question from the video in discussions in a little while. Again, I'm posting grades today. You have the last Hail Mary. Now's the time. And again, I changed the due date for the web quest to Monday. That doesn't mean you wait till Monday to turn it in, because like I said, we're going to move on Monday. But the so that it pops up in the next 9 weeks instead of this 9 weeks, I changed the due date. So that will not show up in this grade book. In fact, I can't even see it at the moment. So that will be the first grade in the next 9 weeks. Do something. Oh. I think Zoom is going back and forth. Folks are getting kicked out and put back in. Okay, so based on a couple of things jumped out at me while watching the video, but most importantly, this one question did. All right. If you came late, the video is a short video. It's in the class playlist. But one of the things he said that we could do is to recycle. He listed several things that we could, because climate change is, he started off by saying it's a result of human activity. One of the things he ended with was that we could do, one of the things we can do is recycle. So my question to you is, in at least two sentences, explain how recycling will help climate change. What does that have to do with climate change? And does your community require recycling? Okay, so if you would answer those two questions, um, it is a 5-point assignment. So you click reply, and you just have to type an answer in there, and that's it. All right. All right. So if you're finished with your, so this will be up also on Monday. Definitely finish your web quest first. Again, if you came late and you did not get a chance to see the video, it is in the playlist. I am going to ask some other questions about that video. So if you have a minute, you can just relook at that anyway. All right, so like I said, I'm going to, and this is on your home page at the moment. I will insert it in the module in just a sec. Right now, it can be found right there underneath the web quest. Okay. Yeah, today seems to be a climate change kind of day. I don't know about there, but it's pouring rain here. The sun is going to come out in a little while, but this started off as a thunderstorm kind of morning. And Georgia has the most severe thunderstorms I have witnessed anywhere. I've been a couple of places and I have not witnessed thunderstorms like you have in Georgia. I'm originally from New York, but I've been here for most of my life, but still. Now that I think Zoom has stopped zooming you guys in and out. I'm gonna do attendance. All right, and remember, if you look up the answer to my question on ChatGPT, remember to paraphrase. Do not just copy and paste, paraphrase. Thank you, Miles. I've been looking for that myself. I have been checking on that because every time I click, I'm not seeing. When I click on NASA, I am not seeing the tab. See, you click on NASA on the right, it takes you to videos, and I don't think that's what they wanted you to do. All right, we need some help. Somebody who has, did anybody, because I see two people have turned their worksheets in. So the section, and I'm going to pull this up. And Justin, it should be the last video because I showed it from the video stacking class. So it should be, if you look for Bill Nye, you'll see his face. All right, we're looking for, I have so many worksheets up. Okay. Okay, folks. So someone asked this question yesterday, and I've been trying to find it myself, and I see all the tabs except this one. All right, so it says click on NASA's role in the upper right, and then click on Earth Systems tab to answer the next question. I am not seeing this. Can somebody share how they found that? If you found it, I got two people. Isabella, you submitted yours and you have answers for these questions. So I'm assuming you found a way to answer this. Isabella, are you there? I'm not finding NASA's role in the upper right-hand corner. I even went back, I started from evidence at the top. All right, so hold on. If I come back. All right, so we started here. We have evidence, we got facts, we got effects. Um, no. Guess that didn't help. Mhm. Yeah, work on the next one. So the next one, I mean, you may have to say Google that one. But I believe under facts, I see, and it's saying vital signs under facts, and I'm not seeing vital signs either. Yeah, I think it was updated and things have been deleted. It does look that way. However, let's see. Climate change, air quality, severe storms. So can you answer this one? Okay, Earth's indicators. Okay, so for vital signs, you can look at Earth's indicators because you can look at this one. So look under for the section of vital signs, you can get that by Earth's indicators. That will answer that one. Global, and this one. So yeah, this one. So go to Earth's indicators for that, for the next set of questions. All of those will answer those questions. It doesn't say vital signs, it says Earth's indicators. Okay. All right, let's see if we can find this other one. Still can't find that one. All right, those three words, climate forcings, climate feedbacks, and ice albedo feedbacks, you may just have to Google those because I really don't see it on this website. Everything else you can find. Like I said, with the vital signs, you want to go to Earth indicators. And while you're at Earth indicators, that will take you through all the answers to those questions. Not not vital signs, like they said. There's no thing up there that says vital signs. So go Earth's indicators. This one. And then the drop down will take you through what you need. Ocean. I'm gonna help you with that. All right. That one question. For those two questions. That'll help you with those two questions. What is climate forcings and what are climate feedbacks? That'll help a little bit with that. And what time is it? So copy and paste, save the answer, put it in the chat. And then all right, I'm going to take a minute and go ahead and show this video. but she's not talking. All right, the question about albedo, ice albedo feedback. There you go. All right, it has to do with reflecting surfaces off the sun's reflection off of the ice. So that's the answer to that. It's question 13. So now you have 11, 12, 13. So if you don't have those answers, take a minute to look in the chat. I think it was the same one. This one does not talk either. It just shows you how the ice causes a reflection back into space. And it says the same thing. What's the other question? Question 6. All right. There, someone asked me about question 6. This is your CO2 level being measured over here. And this is years before today. And this is today over here. Notice the levels going up. And this is like a baseline here up to 1911. Okay. And then this is rising. So this line right here is rising. So we're way up here today. This was in 1958. Can y'all see that? What I'm pointing at? I always have to make my screen bigger. All right, there we go. All right, so if you're looking at this, it's fluctuated for millions of years, thousands of years. And then in 1911, it started rising. It's not going down. It's not fluctuating like it's been in the past. And 58, it's still going up. And today it's still going up to the point where it's dangerous now. So this is, why do you think that this is happening? And then the second question kind of goes along with that. If you see back, you have to remember this is, you got to go backwards. So we're not going to maybe about right here. What do you think happened right here that caused it to keep going up? Something happened here and it's been going up ever since. All right, situations like this one have to happen where cities are below sea level. There are some cities that are technically below sea level. So when sea level rises, they flood like this. We're worried about Florida disappearing because they have no mountains. They're low level. What time is it? Oops. Time's up, folks. All right, any questions before we go? All righty. So again, hopefully, even if you're not up to those questions, get the answer to those questions. Those are NASA's role. So that's 11, 12, 13. Yeah, 11, 12, and 13. Get those before you go. It's not going to save. Have a good weekend.